It's 2026 and you want to become a professional 3D artist, or you want to open your own game studio, or you want to work in a AAA game studio, right? It doesn't matter what it is. You have a dream and you have a goal and you have this vision of yourself in the future, who you want to become. But today passes, tomorrow passes, a week, a month, a year passes, and nothing happens. You're still the same person. Why? It's not the AI, okay? It's not the Blender problem. It's not lack of time problem. It's not circumstance problem. It's lack of discipline. That's the problem. It's lack of structure that's going to bring you there. The road. You haven't constructed the road that's going to bring you to your goal, right? Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about this. We're going to talk about a lot of interesting examples from my life that hopefully going to inspire you. I'm going to try to help you see the problem and fix it, because trust me, if you're not going to fix the discipline, and listen carefully, if you're not gonna get disciplined, you will never become who you want to be, okay? It's not gonna fucking happen. It's not a theory, it's not, it's a fact. Without discipline, you will never become who you want to be. You're gonna be always a dreamer. So let's talk about it. So this video is gonna be interesting, and if you have a, attention span of a goldfish, bugger off, because it's not for you, okay? This is for people who really wanna, go deep and buckle down and actually do something with their life, okay? I'm talking to those of you who really fucking want to do something, okay? Wanna become someone, not just the dreamers, okay? If you're a dreamer, bugger off. Why discipline is so important? Think about discipline as a price you need to pay to become successful, because success, whatever it may be for you, it's not free, okay? You have to pay for it, and you have to pay for it with your time, sweat, and tears. Now people associate discipline with something very painful, very uncomfortable, very unpleasant. It's not true. Think about it. If you want to become a person A, then doing things that bring you closer to becoming that person shouldn't be unpleasant. Do you see the mindset shift? If I want to become healthy, I don't dread exercising, walking outside, eating properly, sleeping properly, having a etc., because this brings me closer to my goal. Now the problem is discipline, and problem is routines and goals and everything, is that people usually set this massive goal. Oh, I want to become, an amazing artist in the AAA game industry, and I want to be known for, I don't know, making amazing sci-fi guns. That's a huge fucking goal. That's a scary goal, right? You need to break it down to small pieces, because if you don't break it down to small pieces, you will not be able to achieve that. It's just too much. Give you an example of our course, okay? We have close to 6,000 people, I think, well over 5,000 in our accelerator program, right? And few of them had the issue with the fact that this course wasn't teaching clean topology, the clean topology bullshit, the fucking quad thing. The quad boys, right? They were clueless. Not their fault, really. Just ignorant. Now, what they don't understand is how teaching works, how education works, all right? If you're going to teach to a beginner all the tools, all the menus, workflow, shading, errors, and topology on top of it, the brain gonna fucking explode, okay? You don't do that. You teach them something fun, like with kids, all right? You teach them how to build a cool Mac without worrying about, perfect topology. Who the fuck needs perfect topology when you're learning Blender? You're supposed to be having fun. Otherwise, you're gonna end up hating it and you're gonna quit. Do you have how many people messaged me that, they quit Blender or quit 3D for like a year or two because they got so tired of trying to understand how Subdi works on top of all this other bullshit? They just give up. It's too much. You can be a strong person. You can be an amazing, persistent motherfucker. But if you're gonna be overwhelmed, like if you're gonna try to bench too much, you're going to just, crush a windpipe. You're gonna die. It's too much pressure, too much weight to handle. So it needs to be delivered in a specific way that's going to be educational and progressively increasing the difficulty, not just dump everything on them, right? Day one. It's just retarded to do that, right? That's not good teaching. That's fucking torture. Now, discipline obviously requires some effort because you could just lay down and watch TV, which is easy, or you could just get up and do a bit of research or do a bit of modeling every single day, right? And those things that make you fail, like again watching TV, scrolling on Facebook, posting bullshit on Reddit, and doing all this nonsense that doesn't really contribute to anything in your life meaningfully, right? You're wasting your time, you're diluting your energy, and you cannot get more time. You have only 24 hours, and energy is a really scarce resource. If you're not going to distribute it properly, you're going to get burnt out. You're gonna get discouraged. You're gonna quit. See a problem? It's a cycle, right? So the only way, and I'm serious, the only way to success is by consistency, and I'm gonna prove it to you. Okay. We started Blender Bros in 2020, it was May, right? It was 6 years ago. And our first course wasn't great, okay? It was a lot of issues with it, okay? We did it anyway because the only way to get closer to your goal is to actually start acting. You need to start doing shit, not talk about it. You need to start doing shit. It's not gonna be perfect. That's fine. Don't worry about it. People will criticize it. That's fine. Because you see, a failure is just another stepping stone to success, okay? You need to fail multiple times. The only difference between people who succeed and those who don't is that people who succeed get up and keep going. They fall and they get up and keep going, get up and keep going. And every single fucking day, guess what? They get up and keep going. Do you see what I mean? Eventually, they will not fall that often because they're gonna have an experience. They're gonna have knowledge, right? So they're gonna be more confident as well because action builds confidence. You need to build your confidence through doing things, not through talking about it or reading about it or learning about it. No, you can't just learn confidence. You need to experience. You need to build it through doing. That's the only way, right? And that confidence is going to reassure you in your discipline that you're building slowly and gradually, okay? So going back to Blender Bros. We started, in 2020, and 6 years later, doing things consistently every single fucking day, rain and shine, feeling bad, feeling good, doesn't matter. Ups and downs, all that. We made $2.5 million. Let that sink in. Okay? In fact, we're gonna be launching a new business channel to teach you guys how to run business properly, because a lot of people, almost everyone in this space is fucking lost. And I'm not saying this disrespectfully, because it's actually kind of sad to see, because there's a lot of talented people, They just have no idea how to sell themselves. And now let me tell you, I was in that fucking group because back when I was doing photography, right? I didn't really know how to market myself. I was ignorant and arrogant, and I said, I don't fucking need marketing because my skills will speak for themselves. They fucking didn't, right? I was making money, but I was making money, it was nowhere near enough and nowhere near close to what I'm making now, okay? Why? Because I didn't study what I was supposed to be studying. I wasn't disciplined enough. I wasn't honest enough with myself, what I'm supposed to be doing in order to become successful. Listen, we invested close to $70,000 in business education. We've read tons of books on them. We've joined multiple groups and masterminds on business, okay? Over the years, I've spent personally thousands of hours learning about it, doing it every single fucking day. And this is why we know how it works. Because we've lived it. We continuously learned more and more. Failing, getting up. Failing, getting up. That's the pattern, right? Another funny thing is that you may think that something happens in your life and it's a disaster, okay? It's like, oh my God, what the fuck are we going to do now, right? And a good example is Reddit, right? A lot of people, like for example, Andrew Price was attacked by them, Default Cube, I think, as well, and they all fucking folding, apologizing. Why would you fucking do that? Why would you do that? Use these people to your advantage. We made a ton of money on these motherfuckers. We got a lot of clients from them as well. They were posting recently. There was a post about me on Reddit when I dropped a rule in our Discord. Now I'm gonna show you on the screen, telling people that, you know, one or two more than one pronouns or any woke nonsense, and it's an insta ban, and they make a fucking big deal out of this, right? This rule was there on the Discord for like 2 years now. I'm standing by this rule, I'm proud of this rule, and they can fuck off. I don't give a shit. Do you see what I mean? They can call me whatever they want, I don't care. We're going to run another promotion on this and make money, and then we're gonna donate part of this money to Blender Foundation. We were the biggest donor, a single sum donor in 2023. I think we were even, Blender was posting this on Twitter, and that donation was half of the income from one of the Reddit promos we were running. Turn the negative to positive. Turn the circumstances around you that you think are negative and against you for you. Do you see what I mean? Change your fucking mindset. Change the way you think and you perceive the world, and everything's gonna make sense, alright? It's not the world. It's not the AI. It's not the circumstances. It's fucking you. You have to look in the mirror and, you know, acknowledge this. I know it hurts. I know it's fucking tough to swallow, but that's the fucking truth. And I give you another example. Look at this fucking picture, right? I'm 51 years old. Okay? 51 years old. That's this picture I took literally last week. I was a fat bastard before, you know. I was getting out of shape. There was like maybe 2.5 years ago, or even less, maybe 2 years ago, and it was getting pretty serious, right? And I've never been so out of shape. I was so focused on work. I was eating, you know, way too much sugar, and you know, I was just getting, you know, really fucking. I was getting fat, and I was starting to get tired standing. It's like I've been studying martial arts for like fucking years. I've been always a sports guy, you know, and I was tired standing. I was like, this is fucking unacceptable, right? So I started looking into this and started to really take care of myself, right? And gradually I introduced, you know, some diets, and I introduced some, you know, intermittent fasting, and I dropped 27 kilo, okay? 27, right? Then I shifted to carnivore diet, started calisthenics about a year ago, carnivore about 8 months, and that's how I'm fucking looking right now. I'm shredded more and I look better than when I was 22. I'm 50 fucking 1. That's what consistency can actually do to you as well. If you're consistent, you can do fucking anything. It doesn't matter what it is. If you put your mind to it and you're gonna be consistent and you're gonna build a schedule, you will win. That's the only thing you need, consistency. My schedule is, you know, is very rigid, right? I wake up at 4 a.m. I do the work immediately after I wake up, so I just get to work. Then I do my exercise, I do my shower, I do my cold shower, I do my walk-in. You know, I eat really clean food. It's basically eggs and beef and butter and salt and water. That's it, right? And some sardines. And you know, it's completely changed my life, changed my mental state, changed my nervous system, how I respond to things, how calm I am, how collected I am, how I absorb knowledge, how, you know, my patience level changed, right? Everything fucking changed in my life. I feel like 25 years younger. Okay? But I wouldn't be able to achieve this in 2 fucking days. It took me close to 2 years. Every single fucking day. The only way to change yourself and the only way to become who you want to be, because it's not about getting what you want, it's about becoming who you want to be, right? Because when you become who you want to be, then you will get everything you wanted. Let me give you another example. When I'm creating a course, right, I don't think about how much money it's gonna make. I don't think about that, because if I thought about it, this course will be shit. What I'm thinking about is what I really want to teach. What would be the most valuable thing, or like the interesting thing to teach? And like for example, the Mac course we dropped recently for plasticity, I wanted to teach you guys functional design in plasticity that's going to allow you to create stuff that's going to be animatable, that's going to be riggable, that's going to be moving, that's going to be folding. And that's exactly what the course teaches, right? It's a design that's made functional and can be rigged, and the rigging part is in the course, right? This course sold very well and was very well received. I don't think we even had a single fucking refund, So that tells you that people liked it, right? Why? Because I didn't think about making money on it. I was thinking about providing value. And when you provide value and you push the value outside to the world, the reward's gonna come back. But you need to do it consistently, because if you're gonna do it fucking once or twice, that's not effort, that's not discipline, okay? That's just wishful thinking, all right? And the best way to become a disciplined person is to create a schedule, like a routine. So you want to follow a very specific routine that will shape your entire day. And how you start the morning is probably the most important one. You really need to, sort out your morning. People wake up and they scroll for like 2 hours on the phone and wasting time, and they say, I don't have time to do this. I don't have power to do this. Of course you don't have fucking power, because you wasted your time. Don't waste your time. No one is going to be waiting for you. The world's not going to be waiting for you, right? I saw this message recently, and someone said, I wish I screen. I think I screen. I don't know where I have it, but I was on my YouTube. Someone said that they are waiting. They're waiting for what's going to happen to AI before they're going to continue studying 3D. It's like, who the fuck thinks like this? This is crazy. You don't know what's going to happen in a year or half a year or 2 years. That's the point. You need to keep adapting. But if you're not going to have a discipline, if you're not going to build this structure around your life, you won't be able to adapt to shit, and you won't be able to start anytime, because there's always going to be something that's going to stop you. And it's not going to be circumstances, it's not going to be AI, it's not going to be Blender, it's going to be your head. Your mind will stop you, right? That's the problem. It's not the outside thing, it's the inside thing. You need to change the inner, you need to rewire your brain, and you need to look deep into your eyes in the mirror and honestly answer yourself a question: do I really have what it takes to become who I want to be, or am I just fucking kidding myself? Right? Because if you look, for example, at all these successful people, like, Edon Guraziu, Alex Sancho, Michael Oberschneider, fucking Vitaly Bulgarov, do you really think they just got lucky or something, or they were so talented that they didn't have to really study or anything? Vitaly Bulgarov took a year of sabbatical. He took 1 year off of his work to work more. Let it sink in, okay? He took a year off without pay to study, to get paid more. And he did. And he succeeded. So he took a step back to take a massive step forward. These guys are not fucking around. They're not laying on the couch watching Netflix. They're not participating in bullshit Reddit, emotional dramas. They don't care. They just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And keep passing people, beside them and going forward. Getting to the position number 1. You don't have to be the best in the field. That's not the point. But you want to become a better version of yourself every day. So every day you want to do something that's going to be pushing your skills forward. Every day you want to do something that's going to contribute to getting you closer to who you want to become. Every day you need to put some effort into honing your skills, into, strengthening your discipline and building your structure, this routine that's going to carry you over there, right? Because that's your cage, that's your vehicle. Without this vehicle, you're fucked. You're just gonna be, a mumbling dreamer. That's what you're gonna be. Now, time is passing by no matter what. 5 years from now, we're all gonna be there. Now, the question is, will you be the same person 5 years from now? Or are you gonna be a different person 5 years from now, right? It's all down to you. It all depends on what you're gonna decide to do. And now, talking about it, again, right? Discussing it, hoping for something, that's not going to fucking get you there, okay? Making plans is not acting. And the only way to actually improve is to do shit. Right? You need to start doing shit. Because if you don't, you're gonna get stuck in the mud forever, blaming everyone but yourself, right? You're still, oh, I don't have the time. Oh, I have kids. Oh, I just got married. Oh, my dog is, I don't know, fucking barking. My room is too tight. The air in my country is too hot. My computer is too small. My hard drive is noisy. Dude, like, what the fuck, man? Really now? Is that all you can come up with just to justify not doing what you're supposed to be doing? Is that who you want to be? A dreamer? Right? Think about it. There are several people on our Discord, and we have close to 9,000 people on our Discord, right? And 700 people joined the Hard Service Academy program, which, by the way, if you're interested in really improving your skills and, pushing forward hard and getting help in arriving at your destination, then look into Hard Service Academy. It's on the blendtherbros.com/academy. It's a super program for really focused people. There's a fantastic curriculum over there, which is going to help you with lighting, composition, motivation, portfolio, and also design. We also have live calls during which you can just ask any questions. You can just DM us on this Discord, so you're gonna get help when you need it. So it's for people who wanna grow. So if you're that person, check it out and have a look, and hopefully to see you there. But we have 700 people who went through this program, right? And quite a few of them achieved an amazing success. We got, game developers who opened their own game studios. We have people who ended up in pro studios in a industry. They work in the dream jobs. And if you go, for example, on our page, on the testimonial page, when you have like close to 1,000, I think, screenshots of testimonials from people saying, thank you so much for your help. I got this job. I couldn't do it without you, blah, blah. It wasn't really us. Okay? It was them. They did the fucking work. They decided to get the academy. They decided to get up every day and fucking study. They decided to go hard and, get up when they failed and get up and do it again and again and again until they fucking succeeded, right? They did that, not us. I can give you the resources. I can give you the courses. I can give you the help, but I cannot do the reps for you. I can't go to gym and do it for you. See what I mean? Like, I cannot grow for you. I can tell you what you need to do. Like, for example, I can tell you what to eat, right? How to take care of yourself, how to schedule a day to optimize the environment for your growth, physical growth, mental growth, whatever, but I cannot do it for you. That's the problem, right? Let me leave you with this, okay? You're going to become what you repeatedly do. So if you do something every day that you're not supposed to be doing, a bad habit, right? You're going to reinforce it. You're gonna train your brain to accept this and kind of keep you in that comfort zone. Comfort zone is my worst enemy. I fight comfort zone every fucking single day. I hate it. I don't like feeling comfortable, because when I feel comfortable, I'm not growing. Okay? So you're going to become what you do every day. If you surround yourself with mediocre people who bring you down and, tell you, oh, don't worry about it, just give up, it's not for you. Yeah, you're fine, you're amazing. We love you anyway. That's not support. That's bullshit, okay? That's misleading. You want to, surround yourself with people who are going to bring you up, okay? Who are going to motivate you, who are going to push you up, okay? Who are going to hold you accountable for what you said, right? Because these people are going to become your ladder. You're going to climb up. They're going to help you to go up. You wanna surround yourself with people who are going to push you up, okay? Not down. And the same thing with your day. You need to do things throughout your day that are going to help you improve, help you climb every single fucking day. And when you do that, all these small habits, they're going to compound, all right? And they're going to not just add up, but multiply. There was this famous experiment, well, not an experiment, but this famous truth where you save 1 penny and that penny doubles every day. And at the end of the month, you're a fucking millionaire. Because first is 1 penny, 2 pennies, 4 pennies, 8 pennies, and you know, it kind of adds up. But then it goes into thousands very quickly, right? Around day 20. And then into millions. It's crazy. That's what's going to happen to your skills, okay? If you're going to do, if you're going to push every single day, just a little bit more than usually, right? And do it consistently, this is going to compound. It's going to give you more power, more strength, more confidence, more, this kind of like a oomph and sort of like a motivation to do shit. And that's another thing. You could be inspired by someone, okay? You could be, like when we watch this movies with, I don't know, Bruce Lee or whatever, and you want to just, start doing Kung Fu. It's very kind of inspirational, right? But inspiration doesn't last long, okay? That's the problem. Your emotions, if you're going to do something emotionally, or you're going to base your success or your progress on emotions, it will not last, because emotions are very feeble, okay? They just don't last long. It's a hayfire, right? You need to build shit on habits, okay? Because habits last, emotions don't, all right? And the only way to build habits is to be consistent with small things at the beginning, okay? Just, wake up in the morning, put the phone aside, do something constructive. I don't know, read a book, or just open a video and watch something meaningful, learn something, right? Or just do some work in the morning. Like I say, I get up in the morning and I work almost immediately, okay? And I work for like 2 hours till I eat. Till I exercise, then I take a shower, then I eat. Every day I fast for about 20 hours. On carnivore, I don't need to eat so much because I'm eating such a dense nutrient food, and I eat a lot of fat, I eat a lot of protein, so I eat only twice a day, right? So I can fast for 20 hours and I'm not hungry, okay? I'm loaded with food. So I exercise on an empty stomach. I work on an empty stomach, and until I eat, my brain is like, it's on fire, okay? It's really focused and sharp, and I can do much more. And also my energy is sustained. And this is another thing. If you really want to be consistent and you really want to build a strong foundation and a strong routine, you have to fix your diet and you have to fix your sleep. You can't do this. If you're going to put diesel into a petrol car, you'll fuck up the engine. Do you see what I mean? That's what carbs are doing to you, okay? Don't fucking eat that shit. Stop that. And I'm not fucking around. I'm serious. Do a research, because that shit is really fucking you up properly on a professional level. You have a brain fog, you have dips, and you need coffee. I don't even remember how coffee smells. I don't fucking eat that shit. If I drink coffee, I'll be dangerous. I'll be walking through walls. And then you get glycation of your brain. You literally fry your neuron connections. Do you know what's causing diabetes? Sugar. And do you know what's the fucking one of the stages of diabetes? Dementia. Epilepsy, bipolar, Alzheimer, Parkinson's. All this shit is now been actually cured with diet. There's a new field in psychiatry that's based on nutrition and metabolism. So they actually treat people and get them out of these diseases by changing their diet, right? So this is a serious thing. And if you're going to continue, you're going to decline and decline and decline. And with your health, will decline the ability to do things. And trust me, I've been there. I was only 50 or 49 and I felt like shit. And I was active my entire life. Now I feel better than when I was 25. I'm not even joking. I got so much fucking... Listen, I do calisthenics every second day for about 30 minutes. I walk for 1 hour 20 minutes every day, and I do sprinting on days when I'm not doing calisthenics. I'm 50 fucking one. I'm training every single fucking day, and I'm not tired. And that's because of nutrition. I posted a video about it recently and didn't get much traction, and that was sad because I think it's a lot of ignorance out there. People are just trying to escape from the problem, but look into this. I'm telling you right now, because if you're not gonna fucking fix your diet, you're fucked. And you're gonna get worse and worse and worse. And that's another one, is sleep. If you will not fix your sleep, and that's also related to diet and a schedule, then you ain't gonna go far. I go to bed at 7 p.m. I wake up at 4, I sleep 9 hours. Doesn't matter what happens, I'm going to bed at 7 p.m. I don't give a fuck. I don't go out, I don't eat outside, I don't meet anyone, I don't give a shit. It's my schedule, I hold it. You need to fucking develop this rigid thinking in your head and stick to it, because otherwise you will not achieve anything in your life. It's all connected and starts with discipline. Discipline dictates everything. Your diet, your sleeping, your routine, your fucking everything. So if you don't develop discipline, you will be the same person tomorrow, a week after that, a month after that, a year after that, until you fucking die. And you will die without anyone remembering you at all, because you've done fuck all. Okay? And that's me being honest. And listen, I'm telling you this, guys, because, I really care. Okay? I can tell, for example, from, friends around me and people who got inspired and actually are changing their lives and getting out of diabetes and all kinds of fucking diseases and issues with health and getting better, losing weight and all that. We have plenty of these examples on our Discord. And, they're just so grateful and so thankful and so fucking happy that they actually listened, because their life changed. So don't wait, because, like I said, time is flying, and just don't think there's tomorrow, okay? Think that tomorrow is the end of the world. You have to do it now, fucking now, today. It starts today, not tomorrow. Don't talk about it, just do it. All the best, and like I said, if you're interested in, advancing your skills and you really want to get to where you want to be, and you have problem with, quality of your work, with design, rendering, lighting, composition, you don't know these things very well, you need help, join the Academy, because it's a fantastic program. We had over 700 people going through this program over the years. They loved it, and it's a basically personalized coaching experience where you can join the calls, and you can showcase your stuff, you can talk about it. We're going to give you direct feedback and tell you how to improve. And these people who actually put the work in, they're achieving amazing things. But that's because, they actually put the work in, right? They wanted to change, and they put the effort in, and they got the results. That's the only way to do it, okay? There's no easy way, through life. You need to put some effort in to reap the rewards, okay? So anyway, the link to Academy is blenderbros.com/academy. And if you would like to learn a bit more about how to focus better, which is essential for building discipline and schedules and routines and all that, then watch this video next. It's actually pretty cool, and I think you're gonna like it. Thanks for watching, and best of luck.